Hello knockouts, TonyaTko here, and it is time. It's time for me to leave Buenos Aires. We talked a little bit about this in the last video where I told you all that I sat down that morning and I thanked myself for giving me the opportunity to rest. But it's time. I woke up this morning with a really intense feeling that I needed to get out of here. I was actually tossing and turning, and while I was tossing and turning, I kept getting the message whispered in my ear: pack your things, go to the airport, and leave. Right? And it was like, if you can't get a flight out, at least you have your bags with you. Get to the bus station and leave. So the message that I got was for me to head out tomorrow. But what I did today was I went and I did a walking vlog for you guys so you could see some of Buenos Aires. And then I went to the airport. And when I went to the airport, I was, kind of inquiring about how much it'll cost for a one-way ticket to get out of here. And they were like, well, where do you want to go? And I was like, anywhere, as long as I can get out of Argentina. And so there's Uruguay, which is right next here, which is kind of expensive. And then there's Chile. And when I passed through Chile, it was really dry when we came down from Lima. And then can't get to Brazil because Brazil they need a visa from Americans, and the visa costs 1,200 pesos, which is about $100. And the earliest appointment that they have is this coming Thursday at the Brazilian consulate, or at the embassy for Brazil, and then you have to apply for the visa, and then I don't even know if you can get it that same day. So Brazil is out of the question. Plus I wouldn't want to pay $100 for a visa only to be heading right out of there anyway, because I ultimately need to get to Mexico so that I could stay there and write my book. Okay, so I went to the airport. It didn't last minute to and then they have two airports here. They have two airports, so I went to the one that was closest to Buenos Aires, the city, and they only had like 3 airlines there, and I asked each one of the airlines, how much it cost to fly out of here, and we kind of went through a few of the different places that I could go. But I ultimately decided, why not just head straight to Mexico instead of stopping off here, stopping off there, and burning through more time? Why not just go straight up to Mexico? So the prices that they were quoting were kind of astronomical for leaving the next day. And the weirdest thing happened, because I have from my business, I have my Platinum American Express. And with the Platinum American Express, you can, they'll book travel for you. And so I was like, why not just call them? Because I tried to get into the VIP lounge here, because with your Platinum card, you could also get into the VIP lounge at the airport. Nonetheless, to make a long story short, the VIP lounge wouldn't let me in because it's not an airline VIP, it's an airport VIP, so blah, blah, blah. Nonetheless, I was like, well, since I have my Platinum, I know that I remembered that they have a travel thing. So I called up their travel, whatchamacallit, and the guy actually quoted a price for a plane ticket that was not too bad. I mean, it was more expensive than I wanted to go, but the price was not too bad, but I had to leave in 4 hours, and I didn't even have my bags with me. So I wonder if the message that I got from my intuition was to take my bags with me to the airport today. No, it wasn't. No, that wasn't it, because I wasn't even at the right airport, because that was on Aeromexico, and I would have had to go travel for an hour. I would have had to travel back, get my bag, pack up, get my bags, and then head to the airport, which is 2 hours from where my bags are. So no, it wouldn't have worked, because for an international flight, you have to be at the airline, you have to be at the airport 3 hours before. So leaving in 4 hours wouldn't have worked when I wasn't even packed, nor within the vicinity of the airport. So nonetheless, I feel it in my bones that I need to get out of here. So I was talking to a person at the airport, and then I remembered, I was talking to a guy at the airport, and I was like, look, I gotta get out of here. I don't know where to go. What's your suggestion? He worked for one of the airlines, and he was like, oh, do you work for an airline? Because there are buddy passes. And I was like, buddy pass, yes. because I remember, you know, long ago I almost worked at Delta, and I didn't take the job because I wouldn't have been able to stay in school and do the Delta. I wouldn't have been able to be a flight attendant and be in school because the hours are crazy. But nonetheless, I was like, I'm sure one of my lovebirds has a buddy pass. I'm sure they know someone who has a buddy pass or know someone who has extra miles on their credit card that they can transfer to another person in order to buy a plane ticket. Or what are some of the ways? Some of the ways are: 1, buddy pass; 2, extra miles on a credit card; and 3, I think if you have extra miles with the airline, I'm not sure if you can transfer those to another person. So I'm putting it out there because I really feel it in my spirit, I feel it in my bones that it's time for me to go, and I know that it's going to work out. As a matter of fact, as soon as I put up this video, I'm going to start packing. So contact me on my website. Come over to TonyaTko.com. That's TonyaTko.com, and hit the contact button. Hit me up directly. You can even write in the comments below here on the video, and then we can coordinate. But look, I know it's time, and I know that it's going to work out. I know that it is. So I'm going to put faith in that, and I'm going to start packing, and I'm going to wait to hear from you, okay? So remember, either you or someone that you know, or even if you have a person who works at the airline or you think may have more information, ask them and see what are some of the ways that a person can do it. I want to get out of here by... I don't want to do bus again because that bus, when I took a bus from Lima to here, it was a 4-day trip, and they ran out of toilet paper on the 2nd day, and the guy next to me decided that he wasn't going to brush his teeth anymore after the 1st day, and it was a hellish bus ride. So I'm going to get the plane out of here. So look, hug me, hug me, hug me. I love you all so very much. Hug me. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, what? Love yourself. Leave your comments below, and remember, you can come to my website to contact me personally. That's TonyaTko.com. Peace. I'm going to go pack right now. So listen, I will see you on the other side. Listen, hopefully the next time that I make a vlog, I'll open up on some palm trees. Because I will be out of here. It's so cold in Buenos Aires too. Anyway, listen, let me get out of here. TonyaTko, and I'm out. Peace.